Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, voice of all the NPCs of What the Dice. Speaking of What the Dice, this is Season 2, and we are doing Shadowrun with a bunch of homebrew. Let's meet the players.
I'm Tizzy, and I play Voltage. Don't let this face fool you, let it shock you instead.
I'm Ethan, I play Cypher, the street samurai that cuts straight to the heart of the problem.
Nightlin here, and I play Sparkles, that satyr that has a heart of gold and a pocket full of glitter. Or was it grenades?
Hi, I'm Jared. I play P. Dexter, and the only thing faster than my bit rate is my wit rate.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language. Sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
As the camera fades in, we look around. We see the Renraku symbol and a few other things that tell us that this building is Renraku owned. But we're not in downtown. We walk over to the buildings and we look out, and we're in the warehouse district of the Golden City. And it's weird. We're clearly on one of the top floors, and we're only maybe a story or two above the tallest building in the area. We look out a different window and we see the arcology stretched out into the sky. We shrug and start to walk around. The building is mostly empty, save for a handful of employees just walking and milling about. Then we turn a corner and we see Simon. He is sitting behind a cubicle, typing away happily. We raise an eyebrow as, this is his new desk? No, this has got to be training, right? We walk over and we lean on the soft wall and look down, and he is working. We watch, and we're realizing this is a Renraku building for training managers on how to deal with employees. We read his emails as he works, each one discussing problems or what ifs, and they are gauging how well he handles the different situations. One of which catches our eye. An employee had left their computer logged in late at night, and someone broke into the building and used their computer to download sensitive information. And then that sensitive information was sold to the highest bidder. It seems as if this question stumps Simon for a moment. As he taps his chin, he reaches over and puts in his earbud and hits the button that activates the strange static. Hoy, 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 chummers. Well. So, how y'all doing? Ed is doing good. Ed has got himself a motor vehicle. It doesn't run. Spent about 50 million on it. Doesn't have tires. Doesn't have an interior. Doesn't have brakes. But it's a good old-fashioned Roadmaster, and this baby has seen history. It's an older model, back when they actually used true steel, so about the time of the second crash. But boy, she's a beaut. Well, she will be, once I get her there. Eddie Sparks got scammed. Friend of mine, junkyard. Let me know he had a step van, something that's durable, something that'll last, something that Eddie can make his own. So, sight unseen, I sent him the 50 million, hoping for something. Teach Eddie. But you ain't here to hear about Eddie's woes and worries. You're here to hear about the runners. So, that petty monofragger, P. Dexter, got some proof of their target, snagging something from the warehouse, cutting a wire, as well as he has gotten away with some deck that's got some encrypted files coming from the one and only Golden City Tower. Oh, I don't know what and who and why, but I don't know about you, but something like that, it's tasty. You can taste the Nuyen on it. You can feel the pay data just dripping from your fingers. I don't know what it is, but I know Eddie would gladly pay his fair share to get a taste. So, what are they gonna do now? Well, they gotta figure out what they're gonna do. Now, selling pay data is pretty easy. Throw it on the ShadowNet and someone will buy it up, or find a fleecer. But let's see what they're gonna do, shall we? As our Decker friend P. Dexter is making his way at the speed of thought, hacking and poking and prodding, trying to discover his own links in this strange little run that you all are doing, we will do a quick pan over to Voltage. Voltage, what are you doing, my friend, while Decker is a Deckerin?
I was told to go to the break room. I was gonna get some food.
Alright. As you walk into the break room, there is the clamor of conversations, people eating, the smell of microwaved, reheated soy bucks and reheated soy burritos as these workers are just idly chit-chatting. You see a vending machine full of those instant noodles that have become a mainstay in most wage slave night dock workers' meals, as well as a vending machine chocked full of all the most caffeinated drinks that this warehouse could possibly acquire.
Sure, I'll get a soy burrito and a energy drink.
A couple of Nuyens later, you've got this poor excuse of a soy burrito that has been frozen. You wait in line at the little microwave to nuke it up. A couple of conversations are going on around you, but no one seems to be particularly chatty with you. Anything you want to do?
Can I turn my head to make it seem like I would want to be a part of the conversation?
Well, this is the only time they've ever seen you. They're not going to just necessarily approach you.
I'll tap the guy in front of me.
This dwarf kind of looks back. Hey, what's up?
I'm the new guy. What can you tell me about the place?
Oh, this Drecken place? Yeah, it's not bad. You get paid weekly. It's paid Nuyen under the table, so you don't have to worry about paying out taxes or anything. You also can get script if you want, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Script?
Yeah, cash. Hard cash money, like physical cash.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. The problem is, yeah, it sounds like you get more, but man, you really don't. But, that's a job. They'll hire literally anyone. Last week they hired a troll that had such a high Nova Coke addiction. I think his boogers were more powder than boogers, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
So, just working the week, working the night, like, what's your plans?
Just an in-between job while I find something better, I think.
Yeah, Golden City, city of opportunities. If you've got a degree, can get on your knees or get under a desk.
Speaking of desks, who runs this place?
Honestly, I don't know, man. The Nuyen comes in clean. I don't have to care, so I don't think about it. You get a couple of suits coming in that they're from corporate, but you never see any corporate badges on them. I stopped caring.
Did you care enough to know what they at least looked like so you recognize them the next time you saw them?
Roll me an etiquette.
Capped at 8.
He kind of gives a light shrug and lowers his voice a little bit. Look, man, between you, me, and this vending machine, I'm betting this place is ran by one of the mafias. Yeah, of course, the Golden City says there's no crime. But man, some of these guys that come in here, they're all suited up. And then once every now and then, they shut the warehouse down for a quote-unquote deep clean. And a bunch of guys with suits come in, move a bunch of product around, and when we come back, yeah, the place is squeaky clean. But too clean, you know? Like, the drones look brand new, the cameras look brand new. It's just weird.
So we get the very little pay that we do, but they have all this nice stuff around. All of a sudden.
Not new. Like, the drones are... They swap out the drones every couple of weeks for repairs, which, you know, in this warehouse, we're right near the docks. There's a lot of crap that happens around here. Yeah, you know, repairing them off-site's probably a better idea. Clean room, you know, I kind of get that. But, I mean, the floors are spick and span. Like, detail clean mopped. The steel is detail clean mopped. The warehouse, I mean, there's no way you can detail clean a warehouse to that level in one night without having a freaking army of cleaners. I don't know, man. It pulls the beard a little weird, you know what I mean?
Voltage is going to act like he is scratching his non-existent beard. No, I can't say that I know what you mean by that one.
God, you elves are freaking smart asses. Man, honestly, if I was you and not you want to keep this job, I would just keep your head down, just eyes down, do your job, leave. Don't fuck with the foreman, don't fuck with any of the suits, just... If a suit comes up, tells you to leave, just leave. Don't argue, just leave.
I'll keep that in mind. I think it's your turn next.
He looks back. Yeah, thanks. What's your name again?
Jack.
Alright, Jack, man. I'll see you later. He turns around and starts to heat up his burrito.
I'll patiently wait for my turn. And then I will sit next to him when he gets to the table.
As you sit down, there's the conversation of the last murder brawl game and all the other sports that they've got going on. A couple people are just chatting about their kids and the sports they're into, and that normal warehouse break room banter. Seems like most people are trying to stay away from anything related to politics or anything that might ruffle feathers. It is very much even the people who have opposing teams, they are a little too... Yeah, you guys had a bad run. Man, we really stomped you. Yeah, but we'll get you next time. Like, the banter doesn't feel real.
Okay, so it sounds like an Eagles fan in a Dallas Cowboy bar. Can't banter too much, otherwise you get your head chopped off.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I don't think any of us have ever been in that type of a sports bar. Well, maybe Jared.
I've been in a couple of hostile environments.
Maybe.
Yeah. As time ticks by, there is a couple of the guys look at their watches and clearly step out for their cigarettes. The dwarf you were talking to looks down at his watch and goes, all right, well, we got about five or 6 minutes before lunch is over. I'm gonna go grab a smoke. He stands up and walks out.
I will follow.
Out in the parking lot, it is a smoker's dream. There are all types of cigarettes, one-time use vapes getting passed around. People are talking about, the conversations still continue from the sports, but this is a little bit more, not aggressive, but a little bit more true trash talking, as they're all outside the warehouse enjoying their quick cigarette. The foreman is still by that one door, leaning against it, the wall, pad in hand, as he is clearly watching time tick by before he can hit that little button to let everyone know that lunch is over and get the frack back to work.
I will light one of my newly bought cigarettes.
As you enjoy your cigarette, at this point, we will say that P. Dexter has managed to hide that deck that he is unplugged on his person and has made his way out to join everyone smoking. He, Dexter, and Voltage, is there anything you all want to do?
Is he talking to somebody?
Voltage, you talking to anybody?
Or are you standing by yourself with your cigarette?
I am smoking next to my little dwarf friend.
Okay.
All right.
Not talking.
I'll walk up to them. Like, can I bum a smoke?
You see the dwarf pat down his jacket and pulls out a crunkled up cigarette box with a handful of cigarettes still inside that are new.
You're a good dwarf, my man.
What was your name, by the way?
Oh, they call me Dree. Just trying to, get shit done.
Good luck around here.
Man, my old woman keeps telling me I need to go to frickin' school, get my degree, but man, I don't want to be stuck in an office all day. I mean, yeah, the warehouse work sucks, but I don't know. I might apply for like one of the delivery jobs.
Seems like they mostly leave you alone except for a couple of nosy, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. It always seems like there's someone standing around trying to tell you what to do just so they don't have to do it.
Yeah, that would be the foreman, the foreman's boss, the foreman's boss's boss, that kind of shit.
Elves.
Elves, a really fancy looking dwarf, an orc that's a little too polished.
Yeah, that's suspect.
Man, if I had that kind of money, I'd have a nice new head of hair, get me some new cyber tats.
Oh man, I can't wait till I can get some more tats.
Yeah.
Will you ever notice anyone who shouldn't be here lurking around?
What, you talking like gangers?
Yeah, any gangers around these parts?
Man, he kind of chuckles. Man, if the Golden City God ain't around here, every now and then you see a couple of like really nice looking SUVs parked around here. I don't think I've ever seen a ganger in this area. I mean, yeah, we're in the warehouse district. There's a gang a couple of blocks down, but I don't know. They don't seem to frack around this area too much. I think it's because we are just close enough to a guard substation that quick response.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or they pay really good protection money. I mean, they ain't paying me for anything. I mean, what? I think we're getting, 100 Nuyen a night? Something like that?
It ain't much.
No.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Yep, better than nothing. Gets food on the table.
Keeps the old lady happy.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is that the vending machine we got here with the soda, all that soda's from the warehouse. It's the stuff that the crate falls and gets damaged, no one wants it. So they keep those sodas pretty cheap. Food, I mean, it's average pricing.
Yeah, I don't know if this is for me though. It's okay as a temp gig, but I don't know if I could do this a long time.
Man, I've been doing it for a couple of years. It just gets worse. But nice thing is, if you want to dip out early, you can at least get 50 Nuyen because you made it to lunch.
Speaking of lunch, how much longer we got left on our break?
As you ask that, you hear the alarm bell that goes off, letting everyone know that lunch is over. At almost the same time, you see everyone kind of drop cigarettes that are disposables, crush them. Those that are using the one-time use vape pens are tossing them in the trash, and they're all shuffling back towards the door to clock in and get back to work.
I think I might just get my 50 Nuyen and get out.
Yeah, I think I might do the same thing.
Going up to the foreman and getting your 50 and dipping?
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave money on the table.
As you walk up to the foreman, he looks you up and down. All right, so what? You walking in, or you done?
Think I'm done, bud.
All right. Yeah, this ain't for everyone. I get that. He hands you a cred stick with 50 Nuyen on it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, if you ever need a gig, you know we're here.
Absolutely. I'm taking the cred stick, turn around, and walking away.
Yep. The foreman looks over at Voltage. What about you?
Same as him, man. This ain't it.
Yeah, not many elves make it that far. Here you go. Hands you a a cred stick with 50 Nuyen on it.
Thanks much.
Yep.
Sub vocal to Dex and tell him not to add the 50 median in case it's tracked.
Oh no, this is like clearly just disposable chips. Like these are like pay under the table kind of chips. They're not certified or anything. Think of them as like prepaid credit cards.
Gotcha.
So, what would you like to do?
As soon as we get outside, I'm gonna tell him I'm ready to go. No need to hang around here.
Everybody inside?
Sparkles and Cypher aren't even here. It's just you two.
Yeah, we at
No.
home.
I mean all the workers and the foreman. Have they all left?
They're all in. The foreman's still standing outside because that's where his job is, but everyone else is inside.
Is it out of the weird for somebody who works here to own a vehicle?
No.
So if we just both go into the same vehicle and we drive off, will it be suspicious?
No, because you
No.
both arrived in the same vehicle. Hoi hoi, chummas, this is Dan the GM, and I'm welcoming you to The Mid-Roll. First and foremost, thank you to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/whatthedice. Lady Lumi, Ethan, and A Relic, thank you so much for your continued support over on the Patreon. Don't forget, if you are a Patreon subscriber, don't forget to submit your custom weapons and things like that. We still have the Mexi shop in the works, and I just need to get the team to a spot where I can introduce it. It has been nuts. Absolutely nuts. We had to take like a month and a half off because of all sorts of mayhem, but we are back in recording, so hopefully we are going to keep ahead like we've been. Now, I want to also play you a quick promo. This is a podcast that we follow named the Hard Knocks Sorority. They are a 4th edition Shadowrun. You can find them on all major streaming platforms, but I've got their YouTube link. So here's their promo.
Hi, Chars. This is Zach Flash with KSAF, your last bastion of free and independent news in Seattle. Stick with us, chummers, as we bring you the breaking news of an attempted terrorist kidnapping in the very heart of our beloved Metroplex. You heard that right, Ome. Right here in downtown Seattle, Shadowrunners, or terrorists, depending on your view of the Sixth World, attempted to kidnap a highly qualified research assistant employed by one of our favorite corporate overlords, Evo, at their Washington U research facility. We are saddened to report that this promising young woman's career was cut short in a blaze of terrorist gunfire. More details can be found in the special audio podcast, The Hard Knock Sorority, a 4th edition Shadowrun actual play that takes a deep dive into this incident in an attempt to expose the dark machinations happening in the shadows of our beloved Metroplex. The Hard Knock Sorority can be found on all Matrix podcast hosts and the YouTube. Signing off, this is Zach Flash with KSAF, bringing you my favorite rock opera, Mother of the Sea by Shieldwall.
So if you want to check out their stuff, check the links in the description. I've got what I can find from them. That's it for all of my announcements. Thank you so much for joining us each and every week. And if you want to catch me, I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays and Thursdays, as long as I get off work on time. So come, hang out, and just shoot the Drek with me. I'd love to see you. Other than that, thank you so much, and I will let you get back to this week's episode. So where are you guys driving off to?
I'm gonna sub-vocal to the group and tell them that I swiped his deck. We bailed on the job, but I got a video of the target. So I think after the group sees it, maybe our employer needs to see it.
Sounds good. So do you need to like download it somewhere, or what we doing? Meeting at the taco place?
That might be a good idea.
Tacos sound like a good idea today.
I mean, hey, what is it? Breakfast now, or no? It's lunch.
No,
Tacos.
this is night, so this
It's
is
night
like
shift.
yeah, so this is probably like closer to 2 a.m.
Shit, okay.
You're a strong, independent satyr. You can leave your freckin' house.
Exactly. Midnight tacos it is.
So where are you guys meeting at? Taco Temple? Get yourself some Azzy burritos.
Yeah.
Whatever they want, I've already eaten.
Wherever's a nice 24-hour taco shack.
It's the sixth world. Everything is 24 hours now.
No.
I guess whatever's like closest to all of us collectively.
Insert ambiguous taco shack here.
Yep.
Now, I have a question for P. Dexter.
All right.
The deck that you have stolen, are you
Yep.
messing with it now?
Yeah, once we're in the car and we start heading, absolutely.
Okay. As you were powering up the deck, as you were driving towards the taco shack, or the taco shack, taco temple, whatever, and it boots up, it asks if it can connect to the wireless matrix.
No.
As you click no, the deck turns off.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna leave it
Mm-hmm.
for now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them. I'm not trying to get tracked. I ain't trying to have him find his old deck. I'd like some help in figuring out what he has on there. So.
Okay. We hear the sounds of cheesy, like Azzyland music playing overhead as you four are hanging out in a booth in the back. You hear the sounds of drive-through and chatter of the conversation of workers, and you are the only four in this taco temple.
Because it's 2 a.m.
Yes, it's 2 a.m.
Hell yeah.
Who cares? Well, after ordering a nice little thing of a bunch of tacos for everyone, just come over and be like, okay, so now what's the plan? Insert also pulling out if we need to, a little white noise generator so no one overhears.
Okay, white noise generator's down.
Yep. So now what?
Do we have enough to go to the Johnson with what we got, or do we need to look further?
Well, Sparkles will send over the video clipping of them overseeing and eavesdropping on the money exchange with the boss dude. So that way, Voltage and Dexter can see it. And then she'll see what Dexter has.
Yep.
Can you explain again what Dex got, that video again?
He has a video of your target reaching into a box, pulling out a brick of some kind, looking around, seeing that the camera is on him, pulling out a switchblade, walking over and cutting the wire.
Was there a little green leaf on that box? Is that like the box of the forbidden boxes?
You would have to do a view of it to find out.
I'm gonna view it if I can.
Let's see it.
Give me a perception check.
I got 4.
3.
Okay? No one has seen it.
Capped. 4.
2.
None of you really see it. It's either a bad angle or something. If you guys want, you can try again.
Is it in the... Well, since I was standing there in front of those boxes, does it look like it's the similar location as to where I saw the boxes with those green leaves?
The box looks fairly similar. The location looks fairly similar. But you're just, like, where he's standing might be blocking it.
Not this time. I'm scrubbing it back and watching it again.
With the 5 hits, as the video plays, you stop and start doing a frame by frame. And then, the moment where he turns in the corner, you see the slightest little green leaf icon. It is only there for a frame or two before he moves and blocks it again. But you are able to see the exact thing you are looking for.
She'll point it out.
I think we got what we're looking for, guys.
Yeah. Frame by frame that shit and we can send it to our employer. Okay, so it's like 2 in the morning. Do we think our dude's awake or should we call him respectfully at breakfast or whatever to turn in this stuff to him?
You are fucking runners. If you hire a runner, expect calls at all hours of the day and night.
I was asking my crew.
Okay, sorry. The voice in the sky will shut the fuck up.
Damn.
I mean, the voice in the sky does have a point. Do we want to just ring up mafiosos?
I think it's a good idea, considering how
absolutely.
important this is to them.
Alrighty, well, she'll send her bit to Voltage, make sure he has it, and I'm assuming, like, Dexter can do, like, frame by frame to, like, show what he has.
Yep.
Do we need anything else?
Nope.
Not yet.
So, who is making the call?
Me.
Alright. As you dial up the Johnson, it rings once, it rings again, rings a third time, and then it picks up.
Yes, Mr. Voltage. I do hope you have good news, seeing you are calling me at an ungodly hour. Do you runners ever sleep?
No, we don't, and the information I'm about to tell you, you'll have to decide for yourself whether it's good or bad.
Well, instead of telling me over a unsecured line, how about we... let's meet for a late night cap, my treat. There's a lovely little bar over on the west side, over in, right across the street from where we first met. I can be there in, say, 10 minutes?
Me and my team will meet you there.
Excellent. I will see you there, and please be discreet. I will order drinks when I arrive. The line clicks as he hangs up.
Pack your things, we're gonna go see the Johnson.
Packing up my last taco.
Trying to shove mine in my mouth as quickly as possible.
And I'm gonna order a milkshake before we head out.
I need a perception check from everyone.
Capped at 4.
Got a 3.
I got 4.
3.
Sparkles and Voltage, as you are getting into the vehicle and you see that deck that P. Dexter had grabbed, you notice that it's powered up and it is currently saying downloading.
Dexter,
Yo.
is that supposed to be doing things?
No. I will pick up the deck and see why it's doing things.
As you pick it up, there is... Give me an edge roll. Whoever has the highest edge, give me an edge roll.
I rolled mine and got hit a 3.
Cypher, you don't know if it's because of where you come from or because of the time you've been a runner, but something makes the back of your hair stand on end as this solid black car, looks like a sports car, pulls up next to you and parks.
Guys, I think we have a problem.
That's not suspicious.
No. I think we have a serious problem here.
As the door opens, you see a human with strikingly black hair, tan skin. His eyes have a slight red hue to the color parts of his eyes, so they're brown with this speckling of red. He is dressed in this form-fitting suit with a long trench coat. Everyone but Sparkles, please roll Knowledge Golden City.
How come everybody but me?
Because you have eidetic memory.
Damn it! Oh no, wait, that means I know.
3.
1.
But I rolled in since I don't actually have that knowledge.
Memory.
2.
Since nobody failed, everyone recognizes Captain Reginald.
That's Reginald, guys.
He slowly shuts his car door, walks over, and lightly taps on the window.
At no point could I have driven off.
Well, you can. If you want to drive away, I will give you that moment to drive away.
Before or after we identified it's Reginald?
I will say after you have identified that it is Reginald, as he is stepping out of his vehicle, if you wish, you can drive away. I will need a driving test.
No, I've been thinking about driving away before it was put in park.
All right. So you are going to drive away?
I was thinking about it. I guess I'll ask the team.
There is no ask. You have to make a decision. Are you driving away?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I won't.
Okay. There is a light tap on the glass as Reginald taps on the passenger side window.
I guess I'm gonna look up at him and roll the window down.
As the window rolls down, he carefully looks at all of you. Whom besides Sparkles was born in the Golden City?
No one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. He looks at you all and just nods. Well, it seems as if you might have acquired something that belongs to a friend of mine. I am aware of what you are, and I am aware of what you do. I am just asking that I have the product that you acquired from our stakeout.
So vocally, Sparkles is going, give it back. We got what we need. Just give it back.
I was so vocal. Does he mean the car?
No, he means the deck. Did we take a car?
Last time we saw him, we did.
You saw Golden City Guard during that run. You did not see Reginald.
Well, he showed up. We just didn't get close to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know we saw him.
Right.
I'm gonna stare at him for a minute.
That's a long 60 seconds.
It really is.
He is calm. He is surprisingly uncyberwared. There's this look that he gives. He is not threatening. He is just asking.
Sure. Yeah. It didn't feel like a threat.
Mm-hmm.
We had the footage we need on Dexter's deck.
Right. You downloaded it all.
Okay.
Yep.
And he just gave away a clue that it's their stakeout.
Uh-huh.
So we technically could warn the mafioso about the stakeout.
Oh, I intend to.
Yeah.
I owe this man no allegiance.
Dude, I don't want to get busted.
It depends on how much it's worth.
Is Sir Reginald himself is showing up? Which Sparkle's little digital eyes are definitely tiny little circles darting between Dexter and Sir Reginald. She's not saying anything that isn't subvocal.
It's Captain Reginald.
Captain Reginald. But her eyes is definitely debating, like just dart.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd rather not have Golden City coming down on us at this point. Or any point.
Better to be on the good side.
Yeah, I'll definitely hand back the deck to him. But I'm watching him.
Playing it cool.
He takes the deck, flips it over, pulls out a small screwdriver, unscrews and pulls out what looks like a secondary hard drive, and then hands you back the deck. He goes, I can't allow you to have these files, but whatever's left on that deck is yours. Seeing that our person on the inside is not doing their job properly, I will be dealing with this matter personally. Please stay out of trouble.
And say, yeah, you should definitely have a chat with him. It seems like he's slacking.
He just looks at you for a moment, raises an eyebrow. Well, are you looking for something a little bit more on the legal side of the law?
Does it pay?
Well, it does pay. How about this? He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a business card. This is my direct comlink code. If you are ever looking for work that is a little less in the shadows, give me a call. I will see if I have any off-the-books work.
I will take his card and I will slide it right into my jacket pocket.
He gives a nod as he takes a step towards his car, stops, looks over his shoulder,
gonna wink at him.
He raises an eyebrow at you and please, just keep out of trouble. He opens the car door, steps inside, and just slowly drives off.
Which Sparkles would have just had double thumbs up behind Dexter when he says, "Stay out of trouble." There's just 2 thumbs up behind him.
Well, that's some pretty serious shit that he showed up.
Yeah, like, why were they staking him out? But you know what? He let us go, guys. Victory. Let's go get those drinks, seriously. I was about to piss myself.
I was gonna say, that's what, twice in 2 weeks he's now shown up?
Yeah, what the hell? Why do we keep getting involved and Reginald keeps getting into these things?
Okay, I'm not the only one who's noticed that he keeps popping up, right?
He showed up when Voltage and I were leaving with the car.
Yeah, like, okay, he's the leader of the Golden City Guard. Like, he is, like, the main head honcho dude. But why is he leaving his office so much? Especially around us.
I don't know, but I don't like the fact that he's, every time we turn around, he's there.
Sparkles would also know Reginald has had a penchant for not being in his office, and that's one of the biggest reasons a lot of people like him is he still views himself as a beat guard. He'll walk a beat just like everyone else, just because that's the way he's always done it.
I mean, he's a very hands-on dude. His reputation is, never giving up that beat role. So, I don't know. He is kind of good for the city. As much as we're on opposite sides, runner, da-da-da. He is good for the city.
As we're talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and pull out and get to our meeting on time.
Yeah, smart.
While also making sure that the vehicle that had left us is not going to follow.
Oh yeah, no, he drove off the opposite direction than where you guys were going. Like, you watched him, before you left, you watched him drive off.
I'll proceed then.
Okay.
I am definitely sitting back with a little sweat drop, being like, whew, eating my last taco.
Did Sparkles wear the brown pants?
No, there's
brown
no
now.
brown pants, but it was close. It was a close wardrobe change. Like I said, she almost pissed herself.
It doesn't take long for you to get through the 2 a.m. no traffic in the Golden City. Finding this little 24-hour bar isn't hard at all. It's a quaint little place. You hear that classic music that comes from the Mafia's home city playing softly in the background. There's the sounds of just drinks clinking together. People are celebrating, having fun, enjoying a peaceful night. In the back, you see the Johnson. In front of him are an assortment of drinks, and he is calmly sitting there with his 2 guards standing behind him.
With the group behind me, I'll start walking towards him.
Sparkles, since he was like, please be discreet or whatever, she will change all of her LED colors to at least one consistent color instead of being a vomit of rainbow colors. So she looks at least a little classier than her grungy self.
As you approach the table and pull the chairs out to sit, we see the camera slowly fade as you slowly sit in your chairs to conduct this meeting. And this is where this week's episode ends. As the camera fades in, we find ourselves still in this strange, simulated training building. We've walked around a couple of times and we've realized that this is just a training facility. The cubicles are devoid of any personal touches. The offices are all Mr. Smith, Mrs. Smith, Mr. this, Mr. that. There's no real substance. There's no character. This is a very sterile training facility. We walk back over to Simon's desk and we see him happily typing along, filling out forms and emails, and just this bull dreck that he wants to do for a living. And part of us has to laugh, because this is the wage slave dream. A job that pays well, that is consistent. Never having to worry if you're going to make this month rent, or if someone's going to just step out of the shadows and ice you. But for us, that's not our life. That's not the life we want. We enjoy this strange, macabre dance with death that we do. As we go to leave, we hear something a little different. The strange typing seems to stop as we look over, and the computer is sparking, and we then hear a strange static coming from the computer speakers. Well, looks like I got that vehicle from a junkyard just in time. Junkyard got hit by a runner raid. Man, he lost everything. He got away, but they confiscated just everything, from guns to cars to decks. I'm hoping he has a backup plan. Old junkyard, just new to the Golden City and gets slammed. I tried to warn him. I told him, just be careful. Keep your ears on the airwaves. Keep your matrix running. Just keep connected. Someone in ShadowNet will let you know. He apparently forgot. So, there's that. You never, even a veteran runner, man, you never know. Being in the shadows, that's a different life altogether. Yeah. Speaking of being in the shadows, it seems as if our adventuring little buddies, our runners, have come across Captain Reginald. Ha! Yeah, that man's a hoot and a half. I don't think I have ever seen anyone, any god, as connected to the lifeline, the blood of the city as that man. He seems to know everyone. Man, I don't even know how old that fragger is. He's gotta be in his 50s. I mean, he don't look like he's older than 30. There's just something about him, my friend. Just something about him. Well, nonetheless, it seems as if they got everything they needed, and they're meeting their Johnson. Maybe, just maybe, the runner's done, and they can get paid and enjoy that sweet, sweet New Year. But we'll find out more about that later. Unfortunately, the little blinky light tells me it's time for me to vamoose. So don't forget, my friends, always keep your gun loaded, stick to the shadows, and never make a deal with a dragon. I'm Metasparks, and I am signing out.
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, The best thing that you can do is honestly tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.